I must admit, I was very confused when I first saw this thumbnail. It says, "Welcome to Monster Hunter presented by Daisy Ridley." Now, for those of you that aren't aware, Daisy Ridley plays a very important character in the Star Wars sequels produced by Disney. Her character is called Rey. So my first reaction when I saw this particular thumbnail was, what is Rey doing in my video game? But it turns out there actually is a method to Capcom's madness. Because you see, Daisy Ridley is the apex predator of the Windward Plains, Rey Dow. And the Star Wars movies were just her prequel story until she inevitably evolves into Rey Dow and becomes the apex predator of the Windward Plains. I realize that this is an absolutely terrible joke, but I'm just going to let you guys sit with that one for now. But anyway, yes, this is one of those welcome to one of our video games videos. Capcom did one of these for Dragon's Dogma 2 as well. They had Ian McShane do like a presentation for Dragon's Dogma 2, which was actually a very interesting video. So I figured we'd go ahead and watch that video together to see if there's anything, new that maybe we're not aware of, or if it's just like a nice little introduction for newcomers to the Monster Hunter franchise. Let's see what's going on here.
Since ages long forgotten, one word has defined our very existence: balance.
I love the fact that right from the beginning they're talking about balance, because that is definitely something that a lot of people didn't understand when Monster Hunter World got introduced. They were just like, oh, we're just hunting things to make funny hats, right? Oh man, we're the bad guys all along. And a lot of people weren't aware of the themes of balance within Monster Hunter. And you can tell that Capcom's going like, no, we need you guys to understand, okay? We understand that a lot of you guys don't actually know what is happening in Monster Hunter. It's about balance, okay? You're butchering these monsters by the thousands, but canonically, from a story perspective, it's about achieving balance with nature, which is explained in the core concepts of the guild and all of that stuff. Me and Gaijin talk about this at length in our podcast, and so, these are concepts that I've mentioned multiple times. If you go and you look up the meaning of the guild crest, you'll actually discover a lot of what the hunters do is about establishing balance with nature.
From the humble feline to the ferocious tigres, every living being across this vast land plays its part in the great cycle, including us. Though our people dwell in towns and cities, we are also of this land and have our part to play in maintaining the balance of our harmonious world. The monsters that exist in the wild, though sometimes a threat to human lives and livelihoods, are an essential part of our world. For centuries, hunters have been tasked with keeping our ecosystem in balance, facing those that disrupt nature by growing too numerous or too powerful.
They're setting us up for the whole extinction theme that we've seen in the previous trailer, where it is revealed that Arkveld is believed to have been extinct, and then we're faced with, with a confrontation of Arkveld, and then Nata's just going, give me the weapon, I'll do it, because Nata doesn't understand, because he's not a hunter. So I think they're kind of like priming the audience to understand that this is about balance. This can't be about vengeance. This can never be about vengeance.
Monsters and hunters alike are integral parts of nature. Monsters are indispensable parts of nature's bounty and essential for human prosperity, and hunters work to return that favor. There may be a shared reverence between hunter and monster, much like two warriors locking eyes across a battlefield. It is this delicate dance between the two that sustains our world, even in the face of threats that monsters pose. Talon, claw, feather, and fin. Monsters possess every trait imaginable. The creatures of this world are countless in variety, keeping even the most seasoned of hunters on constant alert.
There he was, right there. Wait, oh, yep, they're showing Lagi. Confirmed, 100%. Lagi is going to be in Monster Hunter Wilds. Yep, it's confirmed, guys. Don't even worry about it. Don't even question it. It's right there.
Trait imaginable. The creatures of this world are countless in variety, keeping even the most seasoned of hunters on constant alert. Neither forest nor grassland grants sanctuary from hungry Devil Joe. These monsters are known to emerge from the most unexpected of places to ambush their prey.
Monster Hunter 4.
The hunter's eyes turn to the sky, searching for a roaring Seregios, circling its next victim. And they must ever observe the lapping waves of sea and swamp. Careful to avoid a Lagiacrus's electric touch.
We all know it. Lagiacrus confirmed. Lagi, he's coming. Monster Hunter Wilds. Don't even worry about it. I need to shut up about this. Some people are actually going to take this seriously. And then they're going to be very disappointed if he doesn't show up.
Monsters inhabit every corner of our world and are intrinsically linked to their environments. They are not merely part of the landscape. They actively shape it, wielding the ecosystem as a powerful force in their own right. Rulers of the snowy mountains, tyrants of the desert, lords of the marshlands. There exist numerous subspecies of monster, complicating our understanding of them. However, seasoned hunters possess a sharp understanding of what they are pursuing. They are also adept at utilizing the natural behavior of monsters, as well as the ecosystem itself. Yet there are some monsters so powerful that hunters speak of them with only awe and reverence. Elder dragons. Embodiments of...
Bro, every time I see this, like this cutscene right here. Wait. Every time I see this, you know what it reminds me of? I was still very much a noob, even though I had played a lot of Monster Hunter games. I was still very much a noob because I had never really gotten into the end game on account of not being able to create content for them. So the first time that I fought Teostra, I got my ass kicked. You know what I did? What's the armor with the biggest defense of all? I crafted like the Damascus set. Just because it had a buttload of defense. Like, that was it. Oh, man, this set's got a lot of defense. That's what we need to take. It didn't even have, like... Just thinking about it. Didn't even have artillery, a Vade extender, anything, like, actually good. And then I went and I beat Teostra's face with it. I just, like, threw myself at him with max... I think I had max fire resist on that set. But it's like, every time I see this cutscene of Teostra, it reminds me of me just going like, I'm just going to make a Damascus set. You'll see. Oh, good old days, man.
Embodiments of nature's might, elder dragons have existed since ancient times. Though their origins are lost to history, these creatures possess incredible abilities. So,
by the way, there's probably going to be something that a lot of people are going to struggle with the definition of elder dragons. And for newcomers to the franchise, I would just like to inform you guys, elder dragons doesn't necessarily mean they're dragons, okay? So don't be surprised when you see a unicorn-looking creature with scales, and you're going to be like, that's an elder dragon? Yes, and it's probably one of the most dangerous of them all, so tread lightly, okay? Be very careful about this particular elder dragon. I'm obviously talking about Karen. But yeah, Elder Dragon is just what the guild qualifies a creature that they can't really explain what it is. So it's like, usually you have your brute wyverns, you have your flying wyverns, and the guild is very capable of categorizing it. So like, oh, this wyvern over here, Rathalos, he flies a flying wyvern, okay? This creature over here, Baroth, he's a brute wyvern because he's like a brute creature, you know? So they're very quick to catalog all of these creatures, and then every now and then, certain creatures come along that have so much power that the guild's just like, I don't know what that is. You know, I don't know. That looks crazy. You look at, like, for instance, right here on the picture right now, you're looking at a Matsu. This is a creature that is always, like, floating through the air, uses the power of wind, water, storms, and, you know, they just don't know how to categorize it, and it's incredibly powerful. Like, its power scaling when compared to the other monsters is completely off the charts, and therefore, they're like, we don't know what this is, so it becomes an elder dragon. So don't be surprised if you're a new player and you just see some random monster that you don't understand. What? This is not a dragon. It's like, yeah, it's called an elder dragon because the guild doesn't know what else to call it.
Formidable that they can disrupt the balance of an entire ecosystem.
Volstrags.
Even the most experienced hunters must coordinate elite strategies and tactics among their ranks in order to stand a chance. And then there are monsters of legend, ones we may never be able to comprehend, yet we...
The Black Dragons. Yep, Fatalis.
...we must confront. I speak of the Black Dragon from the ancient age, Fatalis. And when such a threat emerges, hunters must answer the call, for the sake of our world is at stake.
So there's probably going to be a lot of people that don't know about the legends of Fatalis, but there's just so much about him, how one of the reasons why supposedly he walks on his hind legs is to mock the hunters, because there's not really a big tactical advantage for him to walk around in his hind legs. And, you know, he does it so that he mocks the hunters, and how he will melt hunters and melt it onto his skin and absorb them, which is kind of like the attack that he does. There's an attack where he, you know, he'll do like this grab thing, and the hunter will become attached to the torso of Fatalis. That's him trying to, like, melt you into his body to become his armor. So there's like legends that say that the scales of Fatalis are actually dead hunters. And then there's legends also that if you make an armor from Fatalis materials, that you can eventually become a Fatalis yourself, because it corrupts you. And, you know, there's a lot of, like, lore and myth behind Fatalis that is super interesting.
A hunter's purpose is not just to end a monster's life. There is no thirst for violence, only an appreciation of life. A hunter's true passion is to maintain the balance between humanity and the creatures whom they love. The path a hunter chooses leads them to unforgiving lands, far from home and safety. Yet, though their path is fraught with danger, they push forward. Again and again, hunters are called to draw sword and bow, undaunted as ferocious monsters bear fang and claw toward them. Undeterred, the quest must be completed. A hunter must hunt, yet they honor the lives of those...
She said the thing, a hunter must hunt. That's a Bloodborne reference for people that don't know.
It is this respect that ensures that once the hunt is done, nothing is wasted. Hunters are trained to be keen observers while out in the field. They watch, learn, and listen to the environment and creatures around them. This knowledge...
Yeah, the nothing must be wasted is also a very, very important part of hunting a monster. So, like, when you kill a creature that large, it is your duty to ensure that the creature doesn't just go to waste. So you need to extract meat that can potentially feed people. You need to extract materials that you can make armor and weapons from. You basically need to get as much out of killing a creature like this as possible. Even though you are killing it to preserve balance, you still must ensure that nothing goes to waste.
Ensures that they understand the impact of their actions before they take them. And this pursuit of knowledge is never-ending. There is much to be learned from every bit of fur and bone, insect and egg. Our hunters are not merely warriors or rangers. In their work, they caretake the land, ensuring that balance may be maintained in every corner of our world.
Oh my God.
However,
the ship
This
from
does
For
not
You.
mean they can act without restraint. They are governed by the Hunters Guild, an organization to which they must report.
The Hunters Guild, by the way, which I have very big suspicions, everybody in the community is probably aware of this, that they've got something shady going on. And it was actually interesting. I think Gaijin put up a tweet. If you watch this video and you think of it as Hunters Guild propaganda, it actually takes on a whole different meaning. But yeah, it is important to also mention for newcomers that like every hunt that you take is a hunt that is sanctioned by the guild. People who hunt monsters without, being approved by the guild are poachers, and the guild will straight up dispatch guild knights to come and kill you. You're a poacher, you're dead. You can't just go out and start killing monsters. That's not how this works. That's how important balance is in the society of monster hunters.
Report every detail of the hunts they undertake, and that is also responsible for issuing hunting requests. And thanks to the Guild's guidance, hunters and monsters can thrive together in the natural world.
And this is why you need a handler, by the way. You need a handler because the handler takes care of all the bureaucratic nonsense while you go and you kill monsters to make your funny hat. So even the, that quest that you did to go and like, oh, I need a mantle from Rathalos to make the last upgrade for my sword. That was sanctioned by the guild, okay? The guild was like, yep, Johnny Blaze over here needs the final mantle for his sword, so we got to make sure that that we approve a hunt.
Hunters and monsters can thrive together in the natural world, and for this, we must be grateful, for each plays a vital role in the beauty and balance of nature. Without the guild, much of what hunters do...
See, this is the guild crest that I was talking about. I don't know by head the meaning of all of the symbols of the guilds, but there's symbols like one of these is about recycling, the other one is about respecting nature, the other one is about living in a community and whatnot, but this is the guild crest, and it expresses some very specific values in terms of what the hunters need to...
...would not be possible. The organization offers vital support, ensuring they have the resources...
The flags of the different the different fleets of the New World. The fact that they're putting so much New World imagery into this video, some people would argue, yeah, it's just because everybody knows Monster Hunter World and all of that stuff. But to me, I still believe that this game starts in the New World. I'm not, still of the theory that maybe it takes place in the New World. It might not take place in the New World, but it starts in the New World. I'm like 99% sure, but I could be wrong. Who knows? But yeah, these are the different fleets.
...is necessary to carry out their important work. The Guild facilitates this by providing knowledge and organizing quests. Yet this is just one aspect of their mission. Ultimately, the Guild aims to study, understand, and preserve the diverse environments that we are all a part of. Rooted in towns and villages, the Guild dispatches hunters and research teams to address events that could threaten the ecosystem, providing support along the way. The Guild and its affiliated hunters respect the bounty of nature, including monsters, and waste nothing. The weapons and armor hunters forge from this bounty become symbols of their achievements. Hunters are also responsible for creating safe havens for their fellow guild members. When not out hunting, they are establishing places to cook, heal, and rest. Naturally, hunters need rest as well. The Guild provides essential aid for their arduous journeys, including living quarters and facilities for their use. The Guild issues requests to hunters, such as gathering materials and hunting specific monsters. With the safety of hunters in mind, the Guild tailors quests to each hunter's skill level, and may even organize large-scale investigation teams. Quests are never-ending. If there's one certainty in this world, it's that circumstances are always changing. And so, a new quest begins. Each generation of hunter accumulates a little more knowledge about the places they call home and their roles within it. Yet, always lurking is the promise of something greater, something exciting, something terrifying, something new. The world is evolving. Herds of monsters larger than ever before are now seen roaming diverse environments. Unfamiliar storms roll over the horizon, reshaping the very land they traverse.
There it is, Ray Dow.
As a new story unfolds, whispers about the origins of this world, its people, and even the monsters themselves hint at long-forgotten secrets ready to be uncovered.
Long-forgotten secrets ready to be uncovered. Ancient civilization confirmed. I knew it all along. I called it since the first reveal trailer. Ancient civilization. I told you, and you didn't want it to listen to me. Ancient secrets revealed. Remember these words. I must sound like a lunatic right now. I promise you, I'm not dangerous.
The wilds are calling. It's time to hunt.
Explore the world of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter World, Rise, Sunbreak, Iceborne, Stories, and Stories 2. What about 4 Ultimate Remaster? Can we have 4 Ultimate Remake? Please, Capcom, please. 4 Ultimate Remake. That was a fun video. It's nice to go take a stroll down memory lane. I'm going to link the video in the description down below if you guys want to watch it without me yapping over it. But for now, that's going to be it. This was pretty fun to watch. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, subscribe, bell notification icon, all of that jazz. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay strong, stay safe.